How do you organize your plans? How do you organize your plans? Hi, my name is Ann McNeil, and I am the Master Wealth Builder, helping you to build a stronger and better life and business in every area of your life. Our question for you today is, how do you organize your plans? We're discussing Ann's wonderful words of wisdom and the McNeil Factor Insights from the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. We're sharing with you today the principles of success. And one of the main principles of success consists of organized plans. But organized plans to do what? The first principle in this philosophy espoused by Napoleon Hill, the first principle is your desire. Your desire is what would drive you to have organized plans. And then you must apply your faith, applied faith toward your desire. But you must have the principle of autosuggestion, your self-talk, as you create an affirmation statement that will program your subconscious mind to achieve that which you desire. But then you must use your imagination to put those desires into action creatively or synthetically. But then there's specialized knowledge that comes into play. If you don't have the knowledge, you can get it from someplace else. But then you must have organized plans. You must make a decision and have persistence on the plans. And that brings us today to the subject matter of, do you have a lack of organized plans? We're discussing the 16 symptoms of the lack of persistence. The first lack of persistence, number one, is not having a clear set of goals. What is it that you want? Have you defined it very clearly? Second lack of persistence is procrastination, with or without cause. Are you procrastinating? Check it out. You might be. Thirdly, your lack of acquiring specialized knowledge. And we talked earlier about the fact that you must have specialized knowledge in your craft. And also, I'd like to suggest also in your industry. Number four, the fourth lack of persistence deals with indecision. You know, indecision turns into doubt. Doubt crystallizes into fear. And fear causes you to do what? Absolutely nothing. You're not going to act. Number five, the habit of relying on alibis. Number six, self-satisfaction. Number seven, indifference. You can be and have indifference on everything as relates to your desire, and you're not going to do anything. That causes you not to persist. But number eight is the habit of blaming others. We're not talking about you. We're talking about your coworker, your parent, your friend, anybody but you. Well, you know, if the shoe fit, you can wear it. But if you have the habit of blaming others, check your desire. It may not be strong enough. And then number nine, the weakness of desire due to neglect in the choice of motives. Do you have a motive to pull you into action? Is it the money? Is it love? Is it health? What would drive you to act toward your desire? And then number 10, the willingness, even eagerness to quit at the first sign of defeat. Any hard wind that blow, I share with my friends, I say I'm a fair weather golfer. Yes, fair weather, because if that weather changes, I'm gone. Most golfers, if they're really serious, obviously that's not a desire of mine. But what about you? What is it that you desire so strongly you are willing to have a burning desire toward that? Well, as we approach number 11, the 11th cause and symptom of the lack of persistence is not having organized plans. Napoleon Hill says the lack of organized plans placed in writing where they may be analyzed. And I'd like to challenge you here at this point. If you go back to the chapter on organized planning, the principle talks about the fact that in order to have organized plans, the very, 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 very first thing you must do is to have a mastermind group. A mastermind group of individuals who are like-minded and like-spirited, who are willing to hold you accountable for your organized plans toward your goals, but they must be written. I remember in 1979 when I picked up a copy of this book and I began to read it and I allowed the book to read me. I got to the chapter that talked about the mastermind group. And he gave us a really good description of what it is, what it does, and how you can move forward with it. But the best description of a mastermind group and dealing with your organized plans is the first 2 or 3 pages of the organized planning chapter in the book. Because Napoleon Hill makes it very clear that if you expect for your plans to be sound, you must have a sounding board. Oh, I like that. Come on, somebody. You must have a sounding board. I just had an aha moment for myself. You see, he's talking about a sounding board. And I'm thinking about a board. You know, I'm in construction. Yes, licensed general contractor for over 40 years. So a board, whether or not plywood, some kind of board, a sounding board. But I'd like to suggest that your sounding BOARD is a board of directors for your life called a mastermind group. This is how you will overcome the lack of the symptom of lack of persistence. So let's wrap this up. If number 11 says, and it does, says lack of organized plans placed in writing where they may be analyzed, let's talk about 3 things you can do to have organized plans and persist until you succeed with a spirit of excellence. The first thing you must do in order to have organized plans would be connect with a mastermind group. It could just be one person of accountability. The second thing you must do is have a desire, something that you want so badly you're willing to connect with it, visualize it, have pictures of it. But the third thing you must do is put your plans in writing so that your mastermind group and accountability partners can hold you accountable for that which you claim you want. I remember one of my clients sharing they wanted to get out of debt. And the debt that he had was a phenomenal amount. I called it IRS was the partner. But once we sat down and created a strategic plan, organized planning, and we wrote out exactly what it was that was owed, we wrote out exactly the options that we had in communicating with the IRS. But we also wrote out a plan to focus my client on planning over a long period of time to pay small amounts of money while at the same time making larger amounts of money in the business. You see, oftentimes when we have challenges and struggles when it deals with money, we focus on what we don't have versus what we do have and what we can do with what we do have. Let's say that again. Oftentimes when we don't have, let's call it money. Our plan is to focus on what we don't have. The plan should be focused on what you do have and what can you do with what you have. You see, you actually have a lot more than what you realize that you have. The question for you now is this: will you make money on what you know versus what you do with what you know? Will you make money on what you know versus making money on what you do with what you know? I would like to challenge you. Organize your plans. Number 1, get a mastermind group. Number 2, have a desire and reduce those plans to writing. That's number 3. And we will wrap up by saying to you, as always, please connect with me on all the social media outlets, but also would like to challenge you to follow me, subscribe to my YouTube channel, but also join me in my MCNEILL Factor, and I'll put the connection in the post, but join me on my MCNEILL Factor Clarity Mastermind group to help you organize your plans by first organizing your thoughts. Organize your plans by first organizing your thoughts. Let's say it again. Organize your plans by first, yes, first you just want to organize your thoughts. And once your thoughts are organized, talking to your subconscious mind, the rest is up to you. Again, my name is Ann McNeil. I am the Master Wealth Builder, helping you to build a wealthier business and life in every area of your life. And I will challenge you to continue to do you. And until then, thank you for thinking and growing richer with me. And I will, yes, 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 I will. I will see you